Holy, 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 hi, 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 holy, 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 hi, 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 hey, moki, say, holy, 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 hi, 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 holy, 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 hi, 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 hey, moki, say, holy, 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 hi, 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 holy, 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 hi, 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 hey, hey, ho, 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 ho.
My name is Jennifer Malone. I am Wuckchumni, Tachi, and Yalupni tribes. My mother is Marie Wilcox. She's our last fluent speaker of our language, and I am a language teacher and a basket weaver. Being out here, I brought my family to Lodi today, which is a 3-hour drive for us, to come and look at their sedge that they've got here at the lake. And it's so beautiful. My great-grandmother was a famous basket weaver. My grandmother on my mom's side was a beautiful basket weaver. And so I just feel it's in me, so it has to come out. And so I started with Chuck Chansey lady that taught us how to make the cradle boards and do gathering, because I didn't know anything about gathering the materials. So she took us out, and we went and gathered, and we just stuck with it. You really have to be dedicated and motivated to do baskets, to stay with it.
So you guys you want it like kind of dry?
No, not really. I like them fresher because they're easier to split and peel. But these are the leaves that you look for. You can see how sharp they are. That's why I said you got to wear a long sleeve shirt in order to gather these. And it's a sharp leaf to look for on top. And then you go out and dig. Try to keep it as long as you can and dig, because sometimes they go right from one to the other. But yeah. These can be, and what I teach them too is that they can be transplanted so that they'll grow back. Our material right here today that we are seeing is called hopud in our Wuckchumni language. Our people is Tra'achi, although a lot of people have learned that Yokoch is considered all the tribes here in Central Valley. It's always been with our tribe, the sedge, but basically it's the material that you have in your area. Because northern people, they gather different materials, southern people gather different material for their baskets, and ours is the sedge. So we have all of this here. A long time ago, they had to have the baskets to use for their cooking and for their eating out of, and it's kind of like their Tupperware, I always say. So we always give an offering for our plants and for our day. So we give a tobacco or a song or a story. So we are very, very thankful to be here today. Thankful for Fred. Thankful for this beautiful place. Thank you for the ladies. It's been a long journey, and I just feel so touched by being here today. And I hope to come back. And like one of our things, it says, when they return. And I feel today that we're returning, and I love it. Oh. Well, I know
Fred, you gotta go get some.
I'm right here, Jennifer. I was going to show you. I got what started right here.
Oh,
Yeah, let's see.
So I'm learning my grandpa's side now. My then my so you can see her. You can see her and her girls when they were like 9 and 10. Probably, yeah.
Who taught you, Jennifer?
My mom and my grandma, and coil baskets basically, oh, there they come. Baskets, I still don't have the design down yet, but I know how to make the basket, so.
Woohoo!
My mom and my grandma. My grandma was a great basket weaver, and our grandmother was Maggie Icho, and she's Wanumcut. She has many beautiful baskets all over the world.
Wow.
So it's in us, so we need to, keep it going.
What does keep it going mean to you? Like, what is that?
Keep it going is for our people to get into the weaving and doing all of these things, because it's more than weaving. It's the rules and the the rules and the ways. Our ways is all into that basket. You know, we have a lot of rules along with the basket teachings, and that's rules of life, basically. Clean up after, when we're out here, we always pick up all the trash, whether it's yours or not. So that's helping take care of Mother Earth. So, we just teachings into our basket weaving, and always like the plants that we dig up with the roots, we always bury them back so they'll keep coming. They won't just die out and dry out. So they'll always be here for us.
That video, was that the first time we went digging for white root?
Yeah, because
This sedge was naturally planted by the indigenous peoples of the Mokelumne. They were the true stewards of this land here. And you can see that the people here, it takes a lot of management. So this place here has always been steward. So it's an honor that we're here today. And we always remember Mokelumne people and the California Indian Basket Weavers Association, how it unites us still. We can make opportunities available like this for the elders and for the youth to learn, to keep our tradition, culture alive.
I'm gonna get it out of your face. Make your fingers follow it down on the dirt. Dig it, loosen it, and then like that. But with your finger. With my finger? Yeah. That way it don't break. The longer it is, the better. Yes. Who's that? She got a root, but she snapped it.
Yeah, it broke.
No.
I hope everybody's up the hole. Up the hole.
You're leaving the hole.
See, I want to go into the hole.
No. That's the white root. This with the fuzz on it is the tree root.
So what she's saying is when you're digging, you have to be able to tell the difference between whatever roots are down there. So there's tree roots.
The tree root.
No good. And then you have,
fuzzy.
look,
And
you
then
can
here's
see, really see that it is a white root.
The white root.
That's a nice
Is that
piece.
just because they're stronger, or is
Yeah,
it?
they're thicker. They're.
I don't know. I think your sister's going to win it.
She tells us that all the time, and we never get a dog.
You never get it? What?
But yeah. So the tree roots,
So you just throw those back.
they're good. When my brother got some, he was following. He got it. It was taller than him. Tree root.
Tree root.
We were sad for him. He thought he had $1.
Yeah, it's probably one of these big old, probably
Yeah.
live oak over you.
So is this your first time?
Yeah, this is my first time doing this.
What are your thoughts so far?
I feel, I don't know, excited.
he wants to win that dollar.
Yeah, I want that dollar, they said. So far, I'm winning. Yeah.
Give it up.
But I want to find a longer one.
He's like, I want $2.
Yeah. Yeah. I take quarters. Yeah. But yeah, it's fun. Relaxing, I think.
So is that considered a pretty long piece?
Yeah. Pretty nice.
People nowadays want everything instant, instant coffee, instant this, instant that, microwave, and all that stuff. But to make a basket, it takes a lot of time, and so I am passing it on to anybody that wants to come and learn. The young man that's here with us, he's from Tulle River. I started him when he was 12 years old. And he was so committed, and he's still making baskets. So I feel really good, that I worked with him and taught him, and so he's still making baskets. And nowadays, it's kind of a little income too. And I know Grandma sold her baskets to collectors to buy beans and potatoes, to put food on the table. And I do make baskets yet, and I've made baskets for each of my children, and I tell them, don't just hang it up, use it, and your heart and goodness is all in that basket. So if you're gifted a basket, it is a treasure. The symbols on our baskets, we have a whole list of different symbols that are on our basket. So if you see one in Germany or New York or somewhere and see those symbols, that came from our tribe, because we were the ones that stick with those symbols, and I pass those on to our students, that are learning this is what this is. There's flies, and there's water skaters, and lightning, trees, pine trees, deer hoofs. Those are our different symbols that are on our baskets.
That's pretty good. This is worthy of the day.
Wow, that's a pretty long.
That was a
one.
good one.
Yeah.
This is how it was too. Just families harvesting together, and living together in baskets. You see how long it takes just to dig a root? It takes a long time. Therefore, like baskets, some of them were passed down generation to generation because it took such a long time to make. Wow, this is a cool root, man. Look at this one. It's huge. The roots at my place are small. Really small compared to these big ones.
I'm like trying to get like that. And then a stick. Usually use a pencil. And a lot of people don't do this, but this is what my uncle taught me a long time ago. Hold that side. And you're gonna roll it along, and it's gonna peel that bark off. Pop it, it pops it. Sometimes it'll just come right off. If I had a pencil, I think it'd work quicker.
You just manhandle
Peel
that
it off
stuff.
like that, yeah.
You're not afraid of it at all.
It's strong.
It is
It's strong. So if it's weak, then good. You need to get rid of that weak stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how. And she doesn't split hers when she cleans it. Nicola.
Yeah.
She did it whole. So
She does hers whole,
this is
yeah.
easier. But
Then you have two
everybody
pieces.
has-
Yeah, that's her.
So you get it like this,
Wow.
and then you go. So that pops
So
it.
your uncle's a basket maker as well.
Well, he's gone, but his grandma was, and so he helped her cleaning. He helped her cleaning, yeah.
So then what? Do you just let it sit until you're ready to use it, or do you
Yeah,
coil
well,
it,
we have
or
to. Yeah,
bundle it?
we usually tie it in a bundle. Yeah,
In a bundle like that,
uh-huh.
and then when you're ready to use it, you'll soak it.
Soak it
long?
and size it. Probably maybe half an hour. It don't take long for this.
And
to
size
rip
it
it.
so your pieces are all the same.
Yeah, and the sizers that we have, I didn't bring my tool, but Grandma used to make the tin can lids. She'd poke a hole in it, and run it through it, and it sized it perfect. Had different size holes, so the size of weaver she wanted to
Very clever.
do. Yeah, and that takes practice too.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, and
like,
then
oh,
you just start your basket.
Start your basket.
Yeah.
Look at that. So now you get it out
You
after
gotta pick out your colors.
Yeah.
You can probably pour them out on here. The white root right here. Look. Yeah, shells from Morro Bay.
So this is
There's
sedge
the white
right there.
root. Yeah.
That really dries well. That is really a piece of wood.
Yeah, it's strong, very strong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little babies.
Trade. Oh, Angela. Take half then. Dentilium.
Dentilium.
I know my cousin there, her mother made a gambling tray, and it was about that big, but it took her probably 6 years. But it told a story because in between there, she had deaths in the family. When you have a death in the family, you're not weaving or doing anything like that because you want only good things into your basket. And I know I made a big basket about that tall, about that big. It took me 3 years, but like Grandma, probably in a month she could make a little basket, you know. And so it really depends on the person to see how dedicated they are, and if they don't have the materials, then they can't finish.
The water and the plants speak. They tell us the story of creation, of our people, of sickness and health in present times. So when we visit with them and we ask them, relatives, how are you? Sometimes the only answer we get is, we are sick. When we ask the question, we must respond to their answer. While scientists count carbon atoms or measure with gauges to learn about our environment, us native people, we use our hands, our eyes, and our stories, and conversations with our plants and places. We are a part of the same story. Places, our plants, and the people. So when the plants and water say we are sick, so are we. That's why we must ask everyone to help make our places healthy, our waters healthy, our plants healthy, and stop pesticide use.